Happy Wednesday. I'm just taking in the sights of the morning, if you will. Every morning, as soon as I wake up, I open my windows and watch the cars. And I sometimes see crashes. I sometimes see... That's really the only interesting thing and sad thing. I straightened my hair yesterday because if you watched my last video where I told the story of camping with 30 strangers, you know that I met Paul. And last night I may have gone to see Paul. We went to a park with like a lot of people. Well, he invited me there. And we played volleyball and spike ball. And I was kind of trying to feel out how I feel about him, you know? Because he's a very outgoing and like touchy person. Like he will like poke people in the stomach, like touch people's shoulders. Like he's just the most physical person I've ever met to like every single girl. So I'm like, don't love that, you know? But we only just met, so I can't go too psychopathic on him. This is like the dopest apartment I've ever lived in. I love my room so much, and now that I'm not moving into my dad's vacation house because of his hypocritical wife, I don't know where I'm gonna live or what I'm gonna do. But I'm like, I have one more month in this apartment and it's been so nice. Like I have all this space to myself, and like the balcony and the living room and the kitchen and everything, and the pool and the gym. Like I didn't even really take advantage of everything that I had here. What's on the agenda for today? See, like I straightened my hair, but then it's like, does it stay straight? No. What's on the agenda today? Coffee. Best coffee ever. I've got to get my life together. I'm unemployed and I thought I wanted to be a yoga teacher and host retreats and stuff, but now I'm like, I don't want to put the work in. Like I don't want to have to teach classes online and like get a following and like research yoga. Like part of me wants to do it, but another part of me is like, no. I think I'm just lazy though, honestly. I need to like have a better work ethic. But I'm also gonna sit and do yoga and journal and like figure out what the hell I'm doing with my life. Because I have money and I have time and I need to figure it out. And I'm only in this apartment for so much longer, and it's a great place to film yoga videos. So I should take advantage of that, right? I don't know. Anyways, look at my outfit. She's cute, right? These are leggings that I turned into shorts and then I glued the seam. But that was a terrible idea because now the glue is all like hard and itchy. And you can like see each individual glue drop that I put on there. So these are my at-home shorts. I cannot be seen by the public in these, except for YouTube and potentially anyone on YouTube who sees me. The internet people are different than like real life people, you know? I don't know. This journal has been with me for a year now, and it's crazy to see the transformation I've gone through within the year. The people I've met, the work I've done on myself, the experiences I've had. I'll document it right in here. I highly recommend getting a journal. I used to write in mine every day, just like about my day, but then I decided to just write when I felt like it. And now I'm gonna write down all my thoughts and the feelings those thoughts are causing. And I'm gonna figure out what I want to think and feel on purpose, because that is how we take control of our lives. You write down all your thoughts, then you decide what you feel from those thoughts, and then you decide what feeling you want to generate, and you have to decide what thought you have to think in order to generate that feeling, if that makes sense. So like the thought I'm having right now is like, I don't know what to do with my life. And I guess another thought is like, I should know what to do. I should have it all figured out. And that thought of I should have it all figured out is causing me immense stress and guilt and worry and anxiety, because I think that I need to be in a place that I'm not in yet, and so I get worried. But if instead I think the thought like, I have time to figure it out, I will figure it out, then that gives me patience, understanding, curiosity. You see how just a switch in thoughts can change how you feel, and therefore like how you go about things in your life? It's pretty cool. So that is what I'm gonna do right now while I sip on my coffee. Good afternoon. Cracking open a cold one. Oh shoot. This is raspberry lemon ginger. Never tried it before. Pretty stoked. I love kombucha because I like things that are healthy that taste gross. Because health is painful sometimes. It's painful to not binge eat Oreos sometimes if you really want to. It's painful to go to the gym and run 3 miles. It's painful to lift up heavy weights. It's painful to be honest with people. It's painful to be honest with yourself. Health is pain, but it's pain now for pleasure later. Whereas unhealthiness is pleasure now and pain later. Anyways, kombucha. I feel like I should go on a walk or like go to the park or something. And by the park, I mean, I don't know, the tree outside my apartment. I don't know any parks here. Pretty good. This brand is really good, Simple Truth. I've had my fair share of kombucha, and I have to say this is probably my favorite brand. It's organic. The flavors are just better, I don't know. I've lost quite a significant amount of weight. It's really weird. When I went camping this past weekend, I'm a very picky eater and they didn't have much food for me. So I lost like, I don't know, like 2 or 3 pounds probably. Mostly like water weight. But now my eating disorder tendencies are creeping back up and I'm like, oh, I need to keep the weight off. Like I'm not gonna eat carbs. Like this morning I had eggs and avocado. I'm like, I'm gonna just have protein and fats. Like I'm not gonna eat dinner, you know, like all those like eating disorder tendencies. It's really interesting to watch my brain behave like this again, because I healed from anorexia like 5 years ago. Healed. Mentally it's been a battle since, but physically my body has like regained the weight. And yeah, I'm just like fighting voices now telling me that I should keep the weight off. But I'm just gonna live my life and continue to eat healthy and eat when I'm hungry and feel my body. And despite what the voices are saying, I know that is a miserable path to go down. It's not good for your body. It's not good for your mental health. It's not good for your social life. It's not good for your confidence even, which is crazy because you do it thinking that you'll be more confident and then it just doesn't work out that way. So I'm just keeping it real with y'all. I need to not slip back into anorexia. That's on my to-do list. Do not lose any more weight on purpose. It's so strange. I wanted this life for so long. I wanted to be done working. I wanted to have free time so that I could like teach yoga and make YouTube videos and have this other life trajectory. And now that I have it, I'm like, I can't manage my time and do everything I say I'm gonna do. I am like making excuses, and I'm trying not to be too hard on myself. I'm definitely approaching it with like love and compassion. Like, hey sweetheart, like why do you not want to teach? Why do you not want to film? Like, why are you feeling bad about yourself? Like, talk to me. I think it's very important to have that kind relationship with yourself. Like, don't just beat the crap out of yourself. That just makes things worse. I'm like, hi darling, tell me what's wrong. What are we feeling? What are we thinking? Much more productive. Highly recommend. This is executive dysfunction. There's things I need to do, but I'm just gonna lay here. Whenever I get a new blanket is when I enter a new era of life. And I have definitely up-leveled thanks to these guys. I'm having regrets about my behavior when I went camping last weekend. I'm starting to regret things I said and ways I behaved. But you know what? I just watched a YouTube video on Interstellar, and it explained how time works and basically how whatever's meant to be will be, like kind of like Murphy's Law. So I just gotta remind myself, you behaved this weekend exactly how you were supposed to. It was just such an emotional high for me. Not an emotional, but it was like a high for me. For some reason, this camping trip literally felt like a drug. Like I just did not want it to end. Probably because I was like creating stories about it in my mind. Like creating stories, like interpreting people in certain ways and like forgetting that I have a life outside of camping. Maybe that's why it's Wednesday and I have no will to do anything I said I would do this week. Yeah, I just need to keep loving myself and not beat the crap out of myself for things I've done or said. What is that? What mental illness is it to hate yourself? Or like think back on your past and wish that you would have done differently, and like thinking that you're an idiot? Like, what mental illness is that? I forgot it's sunny outside still. It's only 6:30 p.m. I'm going through it, y'all. I never straighten my hair. I feel like I look so different. I'm like, who is that? But also, it doesn't really stay straight. Is it brown? I feel like I've lost my highlights. Wait, I kind of like it though. Maybe I want to go back to being a brunette. What do we think? I think that I should have gone to my grandma's house today and spent time outside and at the pool. I don't know why I chose to stay in my apartment all day. Why did I? You just saw me stare off into La La Land, huh? I'm very affected right now. I'm just seeing things because my hair is definitely very blonde still. Y'all, life just keeps happening. That's the crazy thing about life. It doesn't stop. Like in some moments I've thought like the world is ending, and then now I'm here and I'm a 22-year-old woman. I have much better mental coping mechanisms. Wow, I'm so proud of me. I I really have come so far. Biggest thing was I just used to beat myself up all the time. Like mentally, I was like judging myself and being angry that I'm not like doing certain things, like angry that I feel a certain way. Like I just have been very mean to myself, and I didn't deserve that. I'm starting a self-love club. The first member is me. Obviously. If you want to join my self-love club, you can. Notice when you're mean to yourself mentally. Notice when you're like thinking things should be different than they are. And let's all work on being kinder to ourselves. Can't believe I'm leaving this video in like 3 weeks. I'm not ready to leave. What am I even gonna do? I'm in such a weird stage of life. I literally thought I knew exactly what I was doing and I was so confident in it. And now it's 3 weeks away and my plans completely changed. I'm not used to this much freedom and choice. I want to be a yoga teacher, like that's my career of choice. Or like making videos. Both, either or, whichever one works out. But I have this mental block, like I can't put myself out there as a yoga teacher. But I kind of did over this past weekend when I taught the yoga class, and I did it so confidently. But there's a mental block with social media for me. Like I can't proclaim myself a teacher on social media, even though I am a certified teacher. And voicing that out loud helps me like realize how silly of a thought that is, and I don't need to listen to it. Yeah. Do you want to see what I've been snacking on? Cucumber and oranges. Yummy. That orange was kind of gross though. The first one I ate was juicy and delicious, but that one was like, you know when fruit just doesn't taste like fruit and it's like, it has no signs of like being bad, but it tastes like it's like moldy almost. Yeah, that was a flop orange, unfortunately. Should I wrap up the night? It's 6:36 p.m. Should I call it a day? Oh my lord. See, I like have a tendency to be like, what am I doing with my life? But like, time is irrelevant. I can live my life however I want to live it. Yeah. And it's all gonna be okay. And I will leave you on that. Fuck y'all, the day is not over. 2 men from the trip just messaged me and asked me out. I don't like rejecting men, but I don't want to be a people pleaser anymore. What do I do? Should I delete my whole Instagram? Should I go rogue? I feel bad rejecting people, and I literally don't know how to. Do I just not answer it at all? I'm scared of men. I'm scared to reject them. They all know that like me and Paul shared a tent. Like they heard us making out. But maybe Paul told them that he doesn't want anything with me, and that if they wanted to ask me out too, they could, because he didn't see it going anywhere. I forgot the boys were like possibly communing with each other about me. Is it normal to take 3 days to process your weekend? Well, I guess it was a 3-day weekend for me. So hopefully I'm now nearing the end of the processing and I can move on. I feel like I'm being multiple personalities. I feel like I'm portraying myself to the world in like a million different ways. I feel like I need to go to like India and sell all my technology and just like live a rogue life. But is that what I really want? I feel very panicked. Like I need to figure out what I'm doing soon. But maybe I don't. I don't know. Okay. I'm just gonna delete my social media and start to live rogue. Like I'll only be on YouTube. I don't think I like Instagram. I just realized I've been living a double life. I have internally felt and thought a certain way, but what I portrayed to the outside world did not replicate that. Does that make sense? Like, I have not expressed who I truly am, probably for fear of being judged. And I think that it's my father's judgment I'm afraid of, because he judges me the most harshly and lectures me. So, daddy issues.